was the reaction like when you guys saw this film at the premiere? And I'll just preface that by saying that I saw it with a bunch of, cranky journalists. There was so much laughter, like huge, big guffaws. The woman next to me sniffed at one point. I thought maybe she's sick. No, she was crying at one point, touching moments. Talk a little bit about what it was like seeing it with the audiences.
It's been amazing. I think you're right. I think it's sort of funnier than it's ever been in ways, and it's really moving, this film. So it's a delight, and to see it in a big theatre with a big crowd is just so special, and I think people are going to get a big kick out of that. We've had a lot of time now. We haven't felt like going to the theatres maybe, but now can get back to the cinemas and see characters that and love. I think it's the perfect film to return to the theatres for.
Yeah, I think people have always enjoyed this in the comfort of their own homes, maybe with a couple of family members, but there's something really spectacular about watching these beloved characters that that everyone in that movie theater feels the same way. So that kind of collective enjoyment and kind of going on that journey with like-minded people is really fun, and I never really considered how special it was.
It's so gratifying because whatever you think of this movie, there's no question about it. It works for an audience. They really respond, and to actually experience that, especially after years of not going out of the house, but to sit with an audience and be transported with them. I mean, the beautiful thing about being in the cast of Downton Abbey is there's loads of the movie that you don't ever see because you're not in. So it's really like being an innocent member of the audience in many ways to watch it. So it was a really exciting experience.
Yeah, and for you, Hugh, because obviously, you guys spent so many years on television, and now getting to sort of experience a film in a giant theater with loads and loads of different people.
Well, I can remember actually it was when we were in Washington, D.C., publicizing the 6th and final season. And it was the first time they showed sort of 40 minutes of the first episode to a large audience. It was the first time I'd seen it with a large audience of several hundred people. And I remember Adam Leech and I sneaking into the auditorium just to watch for a bit and to hear the reaction en masse. Because obviously, usually it's someone sitting in their front room with a TV on, albeit with a group of friends. But to see it with a large group of people was really rather special. And I remember thinking then maybe a movie could work. And as you say, here we are. So it's there's nothing like having the communal experience, be it in a theatre or a concert hall, of just being together with other human beings, celebrating a story or a piece of music or whatever. It's a very special human condition, and it's high time we all got back to being used to it.
I agree. I think it's quite sad that the way the business is going, people are getting accustomed to sitting at home and watching things on their own a lot of the time on tiny little screens on their phone, on their computer, or on and there's just something about that big screen experience that personally, I hope we never totally lose it, because I think there's something really special about it. And I think we need it as human beings to get out and to congregate and to have a communal experience. So for an actor, it's always the ultimate dream.